Good afternoon, I'm Jay Osho, and you're watching The Jay Osho Show with Today. Tonight we got a wonderful, beautiful episode coming to you. We're going to do a special presentation of how drugs affect appetite. Now let's go live So, how does appetite work? Well, to understand that, we must first understand what appetite is. There are two things that a lot of people do get confused: appetite and hunger. You must be thinking, aren't they the same thing? No. Hunger is the physical need for food. Now, appetite is more like a psychological element. So now that we understand the difference between appetite and hunger, let's find out what causes this and how the drugs affect it. So first, we go deep into the brain to the hypothalamus. Now, what is the hypothalamus? Oh yeah, what is the hypothalamus? The hypothalamus is a section of the brain responsible for the production of many of the body's essential hormones, chemical substances that help control different cells and organs. The hormones from the hypothalamus govern physiologic functions such as temperature regulation, thirst, sleep, mood, sex drive, and appetite. Now, some of the hormones that are involved in this are leptin, ghrelin, PYY336, orexin, and cholecystokinin. They're sent to the hypothalamus. Now, two that we really should focus on is one, leptin, which is produced in the adipose tissue, and that provides feedback after eating in order to decrease appetite. Ghrelin, which is the second one we need to focus on, is also known as the hunger hormone. It comes from the gastrointestinal tract and is released when the stomach is empty. When the stomach begins to stretch, the ghrelin secretion stops. A lack of sleep increases ghrelin and decreases leptin, raising appetite. Alright, Jay Osho here. We're now in the corner, in the alleyway. We're about to meet with our backdoor pharmacist, codename El Jorge. Let's go to him right now.
Hey, yo, man, what's with the camera?
Oh, no, it's cool, man. It's me, Jay Osho, man. Remember? Yeah, this is part of the show.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
alright. Oh, man, here you go. We got some alcohol,
Okay,
in here. Let me show you what we got up in here.
Okay.
We got some weed, we got some cocaine.
Okay.
Here we got some Adderall.
Okay.
Whatever you need, man, whatever you need.
Alright, I need alcohol, I need weed, I need cocaine, and I need Adderall. Yeah.
There you go, man. There you go. You set.
Oh,
also, I do a promotion with the first purchase, free coloring pages. There you go, man. That's on the house.
Oh, thanks, El Jorge.
Yeah, yo.
Thanks, man. I was just wondering, what do you know about these items' effects on appetite?
Well, I'm no expert, but
Well, for our first item that we're going to cover in terms of drugs will be alcohol. Alcohol tends to increase appetite when consumed by light and moderate drinkers, but actually decreases in heavy drinkers. Appetite specifically for fatty foods seems evident in light to moderate drinkers due to an increase in ghrelin, a hormone that tells the body it needs more fat. The alcohol also affects the work of the hypothalamus, dulling a lot of the sensors it uses to assess appetite, often making the sensing of leptin, the hormone that tells us we're full, not sensed properly. This can also affect how ghrelin, the hormone that senses hunger, is sensed, and can lead to a loss of appetite, usually as a result of multiple counts of heavy drinking. Now, a study involving 26 men, half of which were given alcohol and the other half given a placebo, were tested on their appetite and how quickly it returned after eating. The men who actually ingested alcohol tend to have a stronger appetite than those who didn't. Alcohol in this situation acted almost as a stimulant for the men's appetite. Now, our next study involved looking at the effect of marijuana. THC is one of the components that we found in marijuana. It's one of the cannabinoids. Now, what is THC? Well, THC stands for delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, and it is the primary psychoactive compound in cannabis. THC boosts the production of cannabinoids, which increase the sensitivity of the receptors in the hypothalamus, making the hypothalamus send out signals to the body to increase appetite. Now, for our next items, we can group them together. Cocaine and Adderall, which are both stimulants, actually have an interesting effect compared to alcohol on the hypothalamus and appetite in general. With the overload of sensory input that you get from these, they actually are manipulating or interfering with the receptors in the hypothalamus that get the ghrelin and the leptin, which will evidently cause a decrease in the appetite. Now, a recent study shows that appetite and BMI growth is often slowed down by stimulants. A common one being Adderall, another one being the cocaine. Many people use Adderall as an appetite suppressant, but abusing the drug and not taking in essential nutrients can be deadly. Alright folks, thanks for watching our program here of... Alright, well that concludes our special presentation. Alright, well that concludes our special presentation of appetite and the effect by drugs on the... Alright folks, well that concludes our program of drugs and the effect on the appetite here on the Jay Ocean Show with the Day. Thank you and have a good night.